All right, class, stairs. So, top of the second page of this paper, of the handout, you'll see a grid. This grid is for specific stair rise and run. If you don't have, let's say, so this little bit of stair has 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember that when you're building stairs, if you choose to do so, the stair is always longer than it is tall. So the longer side of this shape is the base of the stair. I'll come back to this in a minute. Let me begin with this set of lines here. So, run tread depth, 12 inches. And then you've got the rise height at the bottom. Now what that means is the tread of the stair is the plank with which your foot hits every time you walk up a step. Tread, 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 tread. The rise, this guy's coming apart a little bit, poor buddy. The rise of the stair is the space from tread vertically to the next tread, is called the rise. So therefore you have a rise and a run. Rise, run, rise, run, and so on. What that means for us in building stairs, for this particular project, we have the option of building stairs as long as these lines, if you like, or as short as you like. For instance, that stair that I just showed you was cut out of those shapes at 4 feet wide. This set of stairs is twice that length, okay, at 8 feet wide. So depending on where you want to put a stair, if you choose to do so, in your Appia model, you can make the stairs as short or as long as you like, depending on the vibe, the feel that you want your little set to have. So I'm going to show you how to build a set of stairs, and I'm going to go ahead and make them, let's see if we do another set of 4 here, 4 foot wide. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here, and we'll begin. The supplies you need are about the same, right? So you're going to want some kind of a glue, super or tacky. You will want perhaps your scissor, your X-Acto knife, and you will want to pull out your scale rule for this because we're going to be working in 1/4 inch. So if I want my stairs to be 4 feet wide and 1/4 inch, I'm going to start at that 0, count down 1, 2, 3, and there's the 4. So I'm going to go ahead and take that 0. I'm going to put it, you can go from either end here. I'll just go from this end since it's kind of a better angle here, I guess. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to mark that. And because I am going to use these pieces that I told you to save earlier, right? So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of steps. So that means when I come down here to this run tread depth of 12 inches, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go ahead and move my ruler up to this line here, and I'm going to measure 4. Then I'm going to go ahead and strike a line. Now, that line has been made. I'm going to go ahead and cut these stairs out right on that line. Right on that line. They should pop right out, just like that. So there we are. Those will eventually be the treads of my stairs. I'm gonna go ahead and put this aside. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut these steps out. Moving my thumb behind the knife blade to hold down and pull through on the stroke. So now I have 4 separate stair treads. A little hard to see. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. There they are. Those pieces that we saved earlier, right? Here we are. Just because I feel like switching up, I'm going to go ahead and use the scissor for this. You don't have to. Feel free to use the X-Acto knife, no problem. Once again, if you do decide to use the scissor, make sure that you're being accurate with your cuts. Try to be very careful about where those lines end. Boop. Boop. So now I should have, oh no. One little stair tread. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside so I don't lose it right there. And I'll go ahead and cut out number 2. See, but now it's confused. Are we backwards? Oh, that's my dog. Okay, we'll keep that bottom. Okay. Did not get it? Oh no. Here, I'll get it with a knife this time. Like sometimes if you use the scissors like that, the blades won't quite get into the corner, but the X-Acto knife always will. Clear some of this information out of the way, this trash. All right, so now we have our treads and we have our stringers, which are gonna hold our stairs together. I usually start at the top step, and then work my way down. And I'm going to go ahead and use the craft glue for this. It's still wet and it's available. Same with everything else. Just get a little on your finger and go ahead and get it a little bead of glue right on that top step. That little end of the stair, I've got to get you right in the right place. Here we go. Right on top. If you want to, once you get that glue on there, go ahead and set that down and let that cure up just a minute to be a little more stable. Remember, you can use your X-Acto knife. If you can't quite get something picked up, take your knife and just give it a little tap. Then you can maneuver it around wherever you like to, okay? Boop. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more glue on the top step here. Come on down, so you can see this here. It's a little better. I'm gonna go ahead and put that right at the base there, just like that. It's a little hard to see. Let me let that dry up for a second and I can lift it up to you so you can check it out. See if I can't do this. Okay, just on the top there. I'm gonna get one more step on here before I go ahead and try to move it up to show you what's going on. So now that I've got that base kind of set in there, I'm going to take some more of that glue and take that step. And instead of putting the glue on the step itself, putting a little bit of glue on each side piece here. I'm going to take this and put it on the next step down. Tacky glue is doing a pretty good job keeping it where it wants to be. Okay, I'm going to lift this up to you here real quick without breaking it. Okay. See that? So we'll continue with the last two. That is my dog drinking water, everyone. Meet my dog Lulu. Okay. On the ends like that. And right in the crooks. And one more. On your handout, you'll see that you have a couple different heights of steps to use depending on what level you want to go from. 2 steps will get you up to the 1'4" platform, or the 2-foot platform rather. No, sorry. 2 steps will bring you directly up to the 1'4" platform. 3 steps will bring you directly up to a 2-foot platform. So if you wanted to have a set of steps and then hit another step up to the platform, that'll be the next step down, if that makes sense. So if I had 2 steps, I could put that up next to a 2-foot platform, and you would have step, step, and the final step would be the platform. I'll show you an example of this in a minute. Once you get all your steps on there, go ahead and put them flat. And you can kind of wedge them around a little bit and make sure that they are straight as you like them. If you want to get them pushed down good with the glue, sometimes take an eraser, a pencil. And just get a good pat there. I think that guy came off a little bit. It's not too bad. All right, so now we are a set of stairs that are drying still, so we'll move on. Okay, remember the base is longer, always. And I'm not gonna go ahead and do the rise section. You would only do the rise if you wanted to close the steps in. Now we can go ahead and leave these open for now. Put this with his buddies. Now, this section here, this grid indicates an 8-inch rise and a 10-inch run. So if you wanted a staircase taller than the height I have given you, which is the height I provided for you, the tallest one I've given you is the 4-stepper. If you wanted to go taller than 4 steps, all you would have to do is come in with your pencil and kind of grid out. So here's 1 step, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that? So this would be the end of the stock pieces I have given you in the handout. If you wanted a really grand sweeping staircase, you can continue this gridding. So we're going to keep going up 1 step, another step, another. Let's make it really tall. Okay, so here we are. Follow that pencil line. So then your final step would be here. And now to make its mirrored friend that's going to support all the stairs all the way down, you just keep coming down and mirror what you've done on that first side. This being center line. You'll find if your stairs get longer than 4 feet, I would say that you can use a middle stringer to help support the weight in between here. Okay? In the project, I usually like to see between 1 and 2 transitions of stairs from one height to the other. But I'm going to leave it to you. If you feel like you want to do it, go for it. And we'll see where you get to.